You're watching Boxing Talk with Shaka Waka. Good morning. Let's go ahead and get into this breakdown of Alexander Usyk and Tony Bellew. Now, this one took me some time because I really had to thoroughly watch these guys because I'm gonna be honest, I haven't really paid attention to the cruiserweight division. I peeped in when, Usyk was getting ready to be undisputed, and I watched that fight between him and Murat. But besides that, I haven't really been in the game like that. So I went back and watched some of the tournaments that Usyk been in and him coming up a little bit. And I watched some fights with Tony Bellew. Besides Tony Bellew's fight with Donna Stevenson and David Haye, I really haven't paid attention to him either. So I went back and looked at a couple of their fights. And this is what I got on Usyk right here. This is just the stats. 15-0, 11 KOs. That's 73% KO rate. Southpaw, 6'3" with a 78 reach, and he's 31 in age, so he's getting up there. But it's good that he did unify, at his time being a boxer, and he got a few years left in him, so I can't really say that he's over with now. More of an outboxer, boxer, puncher, very high volume puncher. Like I said, he became undisputed in his last fight with Murat Gassiev. The thing about Usyk is, he has a style that I'm not going to say it's unbeatable. It's just really hard to beat, especially if you're not willing to exchange with him while he's throwing his fury of punches. Now, the thing is, a lot of people say, well, Usyk, he does get hit. They say that about a lot of good boxers. They get hit. Yes, they get hit. Well, you gotta at least be willing to take a punch to land a few of your punches. And that's exactly what Usyk does. He, in the Joe Joyce fight, that was a great fight. Good stand-up, rock'em sock'em kind of fight. More of the boxing coming from Usyk, of course. But in that fight, Joe Joyce was landing some good shots on Usyk. But Usyk, while he's getting hit by 2-3 shots, he's landing off 4 and 5 shots. You know what I'm saying? So you're getting your 1-2 off on him. He's getting 5-6 coming at you. So that's really what gives him the wins. He's got a lot of TKOs on his on his resume, which means, he's willing to throw combination punches, willing to get you out of there with a flurry of punches. You know what I'm saying? He has decent amount of hand speed, and the thing with his punches is he's very accurate. He fights in a rhythm. When I get to Tony Bellew, I'll talk about why that's important. But I like Usyk's style. I like how he fights. I guess he trained with Vasyl Lomachenko. They have a similar style. One just a bigger guy. So he doesn't move as much, but he moves good enough to outbox these people. All right, let's go to Tony Bellew here. I got his stats as 30 wins, 2 losses, and 1 draw. 20 of those wins coming off of KOs. So that's a 61 knockout rate. Orthodox. 6'3" as well, with a 74-inch, 35 years of age. So, 35 is when you start going, down as a fighter. But we'll see what Tony Bellew has in store when he comes. He said he's feeling good and got some more weight to gain or whatever, lose or whatever. Yeah, he's going down in weight because he just fought David Haye. So he has some more weight to go down, but he's feeling good. We'll see how he looks in the ring. I watched Tony Bellew, a couple of his fights with Makamba. Of course, I watched the Stevenson one again. Watched the David Haye 1 and 2. And what I got to say about him is he's a patient fighter, but he's also explosive at any given time. He's all around decent fighter. Has power in both hands. Got a good left hook, good straight right hand. The thing that will determine this fight is the thing I noticed about Bellew. He's willing to exchange and throw bombs in the middle of a flurry. So this is how he caught most of his KOs. They were both exchanging at the same time, and he got a good hit in the middle of that exchange and knocked him out. So he has one punch knockout, which is expected to come. One punch knockout power, which is expected to come from a heavyweight. And Tony Bellew has fought for every other belt under the sun, under all the weight classes: lightweight, cruiserweight, heavyweight. The thing about it is, when the belts that mattered, he fell short when he came against Adonis Stevenson. And who else did he lose to? He got another loss by somebody else. I think it was the WBO belt, and he wasn't able to get that. This guy, he's very arrogant for, he has a lot of fights. He's a veteran fighter, but I think he's very arrogant after he fought David Haye. I don't know why he's so big up about being David Haye. David Haye was washed up. David Haye is the reason why Klitschko had a 10-year reign. He got beat by Klitschko. Okay? So being a David Haye shouldn't be all what people think it is. David Haye ain't been shit. But Tony Bellew, he took that fight personally, so of course it went to his head. But in this fight, like I said, what will really determine is Tony Bellew willing to exchange with Usyk while he's throwing those fury of punches and catch him. I've never seen Usyk knocked down or anything, but I'm not saying it can't happen. And like I said, Tony Bellew has power in both hands, but we also have a factor of him being 35. Will he be slowed down? You know what I'm saying? Usyk seems like he still got a little pep in his step. You know what I'm saying? And how I see this fight going is Usyk coming out there throwing flurry of punches. He starts off strong and ends strong as well. Tony Bellew is looking for a more slower pace of fight so he can explode at any point in time. Just keeping it calm and then explode. That's when he's best intent for getting a knockout. But like I said, Usyk is not that type of fighter. He's going to come out willing to swing, wanting to get his punches off, wanting to get those points. Now his shots aren't, they're not devastating. They're not really have any knockout power behind them, but still, you can still see after the fight that he's fucking somebody up. It's just the punches he does just eats away at your face. Now the thing is, can Tony Bellew time when Usyk is gonna throw those fury of punches? I don't think so. I think Usyk is good enough, and he fights in his rhythm good enough to time when Tony Bellew is gonna throw those bombs. Tony Bellew will get frustrated because he's never fought a fighter like Usyk. You know what I'm saying? He's always in a more slower paced fight. David Haye fight was probably the most exciting I've seen. The Stevenson fight wasn't exciting either. So like I said, this isn't a fight he's ever been in before. So I'm just curious how he's going to play it out. But like I said, I always go with the boxer puncher. So I'm going to go with Usyk on this one. Just off of points. I think he'll get the split decision. I don't think he's just going to totally dominate Tony Bellew. I think Tony will get some good shots off, but not any that's going to matter. He's going to need to look for, that left hook to get him, any knockouts, or at least a knockdown. But Usyk usually has a good high guard. He got caught a couple of times with a straight right hand by Gassiev, and that's what seemed to stun him the most. But like I said, I don't see Tony Bellew. I see him getting frustrated with Usyk and trying to throw bombs in there, especially when it gets later to the championship rounds or whatever. I think he's going to get really frustrated and just swinging wild shit to try to get him out of there. But like I said, this is like, I'm trying to break down a fight, you know, that's really not, I don't know. I don't think Tony Bellew deserves to be undisputed cruiserweight champion. Usyk called Bellew out, so of course Tony's gonna answer the call, and that's only right. Like some people ain't doing, but we ain't gonna go there. We ain't gonna go there right now. Maybe another video. But let me know what you guys think in the comments. Like, comment, and subscribe. Peace.